Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. You're lying in bed, lights off, phone glowing like it's judging you. You open your banking app, and for a second, you smile because the number is higher than it used to be. Not rich, not retire tomorrow money, but enough that you finally breathe out. Rent is covered, bills are paid, you're not refreshing the app every 5 minutes anymore. This is the part school told you to aim for. Get educated, get a job, be responsible, stability achieved. And right here, right at this exact moment, the world quietly leans in and says, "Cool, now that you're comfortable, let me show you some options." Your phone buzzes, a credit card offer, pre-approved. Your email pings, upgrade your lifestyle, low monthly payment, 0% for 12 months. Your bank app politely suggests you optimize your money, which somehow means locking it up, spending it, or lending it back to them. And this is the catch no one warned you about. Hitting stability feels like winning, but the rules change the moment you get there. The pressure isn't panic anymore, it's temptation. And most people don't lose money because they're reckless. They lose it because they finally feel safe. That's what schools never teach you about money. They teach you how to earn it. They never teach you what happens next. And the real lesson? The moment you hit "I'm okay," the system starts charging rent for that feeling. Problem deep dive. School treats money like a finish line. Graduate, get a job, get paid. End of lesson. But money doesn't work like a finish line. It works like a foundation. Imagine training your whole life to reach the top of a roller coaster. You grind, you climb, you finally get to the peak, and then, surprise, gravity takes over. Most people think the hard part is getting there. It's not. The hard part is not sliding backward once you do. Here's the uncomfortable stat they don't put on classroom posters. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly half of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. That includes people with jobs, degrees, careers. So if you're thinking, why does this still feel fragile? Good news, you're not broken. That's almost everyone. Schools teach income. They don't teach cash flow stress. They teach math. They don't teach behavior. They teach you how interest works on paper. They don't teach you how it feels at 11:47 p.m. when your car makes a noise it definitely didn't make yesterday. And the system is designed around that gap. Because a financially calm person with no plan is incredibly profitable. Not because they're stupid, but because they're tired. They don't want to think about money anymore. They just want it to stop being loud. So they outsource decisions. They click yes. They accept defaults. That's the trap. Not ignorance, not laziness, relief. Intro and disclaimer. My name is Alex. I'm obsessed with how money actually works in real life, not how it's described in textbooks or sold in ads. I'm not here to shame you, I'm not here to sell you a miracle system, and I'm definitely not here to tell you to just hustle harder. This video is for education and entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Talk to a qualified professional before making decisions about your money. What I am here to do is explain the parts of money school skipped, the behavioral, emotional, and system-level stuff that quietly decides whether you move forward or stay stuck forever. Explanation of changes, phases. Let's talk about the 2 phases of money life. Phase 1, the grind. This is the part school actually prepares you for. Study, work, budget, don't mess up. You're climbing. Every dollar matters. Every bill hurts. You say no a lot. You delay fun. You tell yourself, once I hit X, things will be easier. And then, eventually, you hit X. Phase 2 starts immediately, and nobody tells you the rules. Because Phase 2 isn't about math, it's about psychology. You don't feel desperate anymore. You feel deserving. I worked hard, I sacrificed, I should enjoy this, and you're not wrong, but the system is very good at turning that feeling into payments. Banks don't target broke people with fancy offers. They target stable people, because stable people have predictable behavior, predictable paychecks, predictable optimism. Apps are designed to make spending painless. Subscriptions hide in plain sight, and credit is framed as a tool, not a leash. And rewards feel justified because scarcity is exhausting. When you've lived in no for years, yes feels like progress. That's why lifestyle inflation doesn't feel reckless, it feels earned. Visual cue, phone notifications popping up, red and green icons. Schools never explain that wealth leaks quietly, not in one big mistake, but in 1,000 tiny comforts. Math and data backing. Let's make this boring for a second, because boring math saves people. Say you're 30, you invest $500 a month, you earn an average of 7% annually. Do that consistently, and in 35 years, you're sitting on roughly $800,000. Not exciting, not viral, just effective. Now, here's the part schools don't emphasize enough. Behavior matters more than returns. Vanguard's own research shows the average investor underperforms the market by 1 to 2% per year, not because of fees alone, but because of timing mistakes, emotional decisions, and constant tinkering. Translation: people panic, people chase, people bail. The system isn't trying to make you rich slowly, it's trying to keep you engaged forever. The most powerful move isn't picking the perfect investment, it's not interrupting a good one. Boring wins, consistency wins, silence wins, but those don't sell well. Contrasting stories. Let me tell you about Alex and Jordan. Same age, same income, same raise. Alex hits stability and relaxes, upgrades the apartment, leases the nicer car, adds a few subscriptions. Nothing crazy, nothing irresponsible. 5 years later, Alex is still fine, still working, still stressed when life happens. Jordan hits the same number and sets rules. Jordan decides that the first chunk of money is untouchable. That's the floor. Lifestyle stays mostly the same, raises go to investments, choices get quieter. 10 years later, Jordan has options. Not yachts, not Instagram money. Options. Time, flexibility, leverage. Same income, different outcomes. Not because Jordan was smarter, but because Jordan protected the foundation. Visual cue, split screen, drifting versus steady upward graph. So here's the simple playbook schools never give you. 1. Set a floor. Decide the number that represents safety and protect it aggressively. That's not spending money, that's structure. 2. Separate growth from lifestyle. Raises are not permission slips, they're tools. 3. Automate the boring stuff. If you have to decide every month, you'll eventually decide wrong. 4. Be suspicious of easy. If something sounds like convenience, check who profits. 5. Measure freedom, not stuff. Money's real job isn't comfort, it's options. The real catch is this: the system is fine with you being stable forever. It's tuned so most people never wander too far. Schools don't teach you that wealth isn't built by hitting a number, it's built by defending it. So when you finally get there, don't celebrate by letting go. Protect your first number like it's the floor, not the finish line.